So one of the things I'm thinking about doing on this car, if I use that Pappy's Patina, which is a wipe-on product, is not stripping it. In other words, not taking the bumpers off and all that. I've said this before. I think I saw a guy up at DD's Speed Shop on YouTube do a 57 Chevy that way. He just put the Pappy's Patina on there right over. It looked like right over everything. I may not be recalling that right, but I think he did that, or maybe he was just threatening to. I don't know, but I think I could. And you know, there's places on this car where the paint is kind of catastrophically gone wrong. Like up under here, under that bumper. Can you see that? That's paint that's literally chipped up and chipped off. It may be, I could quite literally get something up in there with a piece of sandpaper and just knock all of that off and rough it up with a piece of sandpaper without scratching. It's just not something I want to do. So I mean, that's just one example. Now I'll show you another example. There's a piece right here on this door where this paint looks to have just kind of left the building. There's a big chunk of it there. And it just didn't stay stuck, but I could probably just take and sand this down, kind of like I did over here on the other side. Right here, I had a spot like that. That looks like an old piece of Bondo that gave up the ghost or something. Now this fender was put together up top here. I put this quarter panel on here and I did the welding right up here. So this may have been in the original piece that I got from somewhere, but it wouldn't hurt me to stash a little Bondo in that. And up here on this trunk is another spot right here that has kind of a dent. It looks like it's got some Bondo in it. My goal on this car is not really to make it perfect, just make it suitable for me. And I don't have real high standards. You know, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna go around and look at somebody else's car and point out every little dent and detail, flaw in the paint and all that. I'm more the kind of guy that's gonna look at an old car that somebody's working on. There's a lot of paint on the chrome, and I notice there's a lot of paint on the rubber here, like under the glass. And that won't stay. It'll flake off just like it's doing, but I might be able to sand places like that. Make them better. But I was just saying, I'm more the kind of guy where if I see some guy that's got a way less than top dollar car, but he's having fun with it, I like to support that kind of thing. But I think that there's a place in the world for people to have pockets full of money to spend it on car-related stuff. But I like to support the little guy, you know. I like to support the guy that don't have a lot of money, but he's giving it his best shot and doing the best he can with what he's got. I was looking, I got a race car buddy named Kevin. He lives up in Maine. He's got a YouTube page called Knucklehead Garage. I saw him on there this morning. He's got several products going at once. I got an engine from him while I was in Maine and went over and visited his house. And at that point, he was fixing up like a 48 pickup truck. But I know he's also had a pretty nice Nova body, and the race car looked to me like a Ford. But he likes to race and he's into cars. He's got a nice wife and family. You know, she had a child a few years ago. But I like supporting them kind of guys, them kind of folks. Yep. I'll turn this camera off so I can get both hands on the wheel here. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun sanding, I can tell you that. So Bill came over and helped me put the hood on. I meant to get that on video, but I had the hood on there before I thought to set the camera back up. But I went ahead and put the hood on, lined it up. I've been sanding the hood and this side of the car. You know, we've got cold weather coming, and the Pappy's Patina needs to be done in warm weather, but we still got a couple more days. And I was thinking, well, if I worked at it, I could finish sanding this today and tomorrow, and then apply a coat of that stuff to it the next day. And I think I could beat the weather and get it on there. So I'm kind of working at that right now. Just been working my way around the car. Right now I'm up on the top of it there, trying to you know, just scruff up the paint that's on there a little bit, getting it ready for a coat of that other stuff. This looks good. I'm sanding this with the idea of putting the Pappy's Patina over it, but this top was silver, and this old ugly blue paint is here, but with a little sanding it starts to lighten up and the silver comes through. So I think that would be a good look to make the top prettier, you know, as I go along. So I'm really happy to see that blue coming through. There's places like that big red place down there where I'd like to do the same thing. I'd like to sand it through till I get some of the original paint showing. So, but I'm happy to see this. This is good. Good for me.